Good morning, and welcome to the Conference of Indigenous Hands and Voices of African Identity, this two-day international virtual conference on Indigenous African Signed and Spoken Languages promises to be one of mutual benefit, promises to be one of academic advancement, and promises to be one that will move scholarship forward. And so, on behalf of the Africana Studies program at the University of New Mexico, I, Dr. Charles E. Becknell Jr., the director, welcome you, greet you on behalf of all of our faculty, our staff, and our students. This conference is extremely important for the field of Africana Studies as we expand the discipline beyond the nation's borders into an international global focus. So we thank Dr. Sonye for putting this together. And again, we welcome you and we look forward to a great learning experience. God bless you.
A welcome address by Professor Urua, Chairperson, Organizing Committee of the Conference on Indigenous Hands and Voices of African Identity. I am delighted to welcome everyone to the first Conference on Indigenous Hands and Voices of African Identity conference with the theme Indigenous Hands and Voices of African Identity, Discourse on Language Rights. The conference organizers have been intentional in choosing the theme of this conference, given the background and status of African spoken and African sign languages, many of which have been understudied, less resourced, and consequently less understood. This conference will provide an excellent opportunity to understand the nexus between spoken, sign, and written languages. Sign languages are natural languages just like spoken languages. It is therefore no surprise that this conference combines African spoken and signed languages. Would it be safe to say that as many languages that exist with people with language disabilities, so would there be found sign languages? Language is about communication with human beings. This is the important connection between sign and spoken languages, whether the language is signed or spoken. This is part of what we seek to explore and discover in the course of this two-day conference. Users of spoken and sign languages have every right to communicate not only with members of their communities, but with whoever they come in contact with, just like users of written languages. It is important that every voice and sign be heard and seen, as the case may be. There is so much more that we do not understand regarding sign languages and the connection with spoken languages, especially regarding African systems. An exploration of these two systems in Africa will certainly unearth new knowledge as far as these phenomena are concerned. Understanding African spoken and sign languages may provide some explanations between spoken and sign languages. More documentation of these systems will certainly preserve African spoken and sign language systems for future and further studies. For instance, we should be able to discover what may possibly constitute sign language universals, just as has been established for spoken languages based on studies of languages from different parts of the globe. I am certain that African sign languages would have something significant to contribute to global studies and theories of sign systems. S. Delhi must be commended for the vision of coming up with the idea, theme, and implementation of this conference. Dr. Emmanuel Asonye deserves singular recognition for his role in conceptualizing and actualizing this vision. I am very grateful to the organizing committee. Members have worked tirelessly, individually and as a team, especially in challenging times such as we have experienced in 2020 with the COVID-19 pandemic. A virtual conference is tougher to organize than a regular conference, as we discovered, especially because people do not have the luxury of physical interaction. Ensuring that participants can get their presentations ready to be uploaded was one tough nut. Navigating the fine line of further getting the presentation signed by our sign language interpreters was a special challenge that the LOC has deftly overcome. We wish to therefore specially thank the team of interpreters for the extraordinary service they have so selflessly provided at this conference. Special appreciation must be extended to the contributors who trusted us to share their ideas and research offerings at this conference. We are grateful to our keynote speakers, Professor Imelda Udo of the University of Urua, Nigeria, and Professor Victoria Nist and Dr. Mark Onyaku of the University of Leiden, the Netherlands. We thank our partners at the Nigerian Institute of National Languages, NINLAN, Africana Studies of the University of New Mexico, USA, and the Nigerian Languages Project, NLP, through the instrumentality of the Executive Director, Professor Biajulu Emejulu, Dr. Charles Becknell, and Professor Imelda Udo, respectively. The technical team, led by Carl Agbenyaga, has done a terrific job of coordinating the intricacies involving organizing not only a virtual conference, but one that is signed, making it all so seamless. We wish you all an intellectually and socially rewarding time at this conference, even as we look forward to further engagements with you in the near future. Thank you.